Good morning class. Today we will study about the proteins and the protein deficiency. Okay, you all know that we are discussing about the chapter components of the food, and in this chapter we already had discussed about the carbohydrate and the fat. Okay, today we will discuss this protein. So first let's discuss the properties of protein. This protein help us to grow and they also repair the cells, worn out cells of our body. Okay, you all know that when any baby born, then after 2 year, after 1 year, that baby will become tall. Okay, that baby will grow. Then how that baby grow? How we grow tall? How we become tall? Yeah, because of that protein. That protein help us to grow. That protein help us to grow our hand, our leg. Okay, every part of our body. And they also repair the cell. You all know that our whole body is made up of our hand, leg, mouth, teeth. Everything is made up of the cells. Okay, cell is the smallest unit of our body. So if in our body any cell will get damaged or worn out, then protein will go inside and protein will repair that worn out cell, that damaged cell. Okay. Now the second one is here, they build new cells, tissues. You all know that our body is made up of cells and many cells form the tissues and tissues form the organ. Okay, so that protein not only repair the cell, they also build the cell. Okay, they also form new cells so that our body, our organ can develop. Now the third one is here, extra protein is needed when body has to do repair work. If your body has to do more repair work, if there are more worn out cells, if there are more damaged cells, then your body will need more protein for that repair work. Okay. Now the fourth one is here, energy. You all know that a lot amount of energy we get from the fat and the carbohydrate. Okay, but other than that fat and carbohydrate, some amount of energy we also get from the protein. Okay. Now the fifth one is here, they help in making hormones and the vitamins. Hormones are those substances which help in our growth, and vitamins, you all know that they protect us from diseases. Okay, so for making that hormones and vitamins, protein also. Now we will discuss this protein deficiency. Deficiency means, you all know, lack of. Okay, lack of, and this lack of means if anything will become less. Okay, if protein will become less in your body, then the person will suffer from the protein deficiency. Okay, and this type of protein deficiency usually occur in the children. Okay, you know, if the children will not take the protein for 2 months, 3 months, for a year, then what will happen? The children will suffer from the protein deficiency, and what symptom will occur there, we will see. The hair of that children will become light brown. Okay, and face will become like old man. After then, they will always feel hungry. Okay, if any children is suffering from protein deficiency, then they will feel hungry always, and the stomach will become distended. Distended means swollen stomach. Swollen stomach. Okay, I will show you it here. See this? Yeah. Picture of a child suffering from protein deficiency. You see this? The stomach is swollen here. Okay. So the last one is here. They have very little flesh on bones. You all know that on the muscles, inside the muscles, the bones are found. Okay, so if any person will suffer from protein deficiency, then on that person's body, less amount of flesh will form there. Okay, or less muscles will form there. So this is about the proteins characters, and this is about the protein deficiency. Okay, I hope you all have got it. Now children, we will discuss about the different sources of proteins. You can see here, in different type of pulses, proteins are found. You see here pea, and these are different type of beans. In the egg, in milk, cheese, butter, in these things proteins are found. Okay, so these are the different sources of proteins. So now students, after the protein, we will learn the vitamin. We will learn about vitamin, that how they help us and what are the types of vitamin. You all know that vitamins are the protective food. They are called the protective food because they protect us from the diseases. Okay, so let's see about this vitamin. These vitamins help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. Okay, how they help? They keep our eyes healthy, they keep our bones healthy, they keep our teeth healthy and also gums healthy. Okay, and there are two type of vitamins found in our body. The first is your fat soluble and the next is your water soluble. Okay, so let's see what are these fat soluble. These fat soluble vitamins, they are stored in our body. Okay, where they are stored? They are stored in fat of our body and they do not dissolve in water. They do not dissolve in water. They are not soluble in water. Now, what are these vitamins? These vitamins are the vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and the vitamin K. These all are called the fat soluble vitamins. Okay. Now we will see the water soluble vitamin. These water soluble vitamins are dissolved in water. Okay, and they can lost from our body easily and they are not lost from our body easily. Okay, now these water soluble vitamin are the B complex and the vitamin C. B complex means they have B1, B6, B2, B12. Okay, all these vitamins and the vitamin C, they together known as the water soluble vitamins. Okay, so let's revise it again. What are these vitamins? Vitamins are called the protective food and they protect us from the diseases. Okay, they keep our eyes healthy, they keep our skin healthy, they keep our teeth and gums healthy. Okay, these are of two types. First one is the fat soluble, next one is the water soluble. The fat soluble vitamins, they are found in the fat of our body. Okay, and they do not dissolve in water. Okay, and after then they will not lost from our body easily like the vitamin B and the vitamin C. Okay, now what are water soluble vitamin? All B complex vitamin like the B1, B2, B6, B12 and the vitamin C, they are called the water soluble vitamin. Okay, now students, we will see the function of this vitamin A, D, E, K and the B complex and C with the help of this chart. I will show you it here. This chart is given here, table 2.3. This table is given here, and with the help of this table, we will understand the role of every vitamin in our body, and if we will not take those in proper amount, then what will happen, and in which type of food they are found. Okay, so we will learn it on the board. Students, we all had discussed about the vitamins and the type of vitamins. Now here we will discuss the vitamin and their role in our body, and if we will not take them in proper amount, then which deficiency disease will cause. We will study here and in which food they are present. Okay, so let's discuss it one by one. First, start with vitamin A. Okay, so this vitamin A, what is the role of vitamin A in our body? The vitamin A vitamin A keep our eyes, bones healthy. Okay, they keep our eyes, bones healthy. Now, due to the deficiency of vitamin A, which disease will cause? If we will not take vitamin A in proper amount, okay, or if we will not take vitamin A for a long time, then what will happen? We can suffer from the night blindness. Okay, night blindness, you can say that people when not able to see in the night, then that is the night blindness. Okay, now we can suffer from the skin infection also, and xerophthalmia also. What is this xerophthalmia? In the xerophthalmia, your skin will become too much dry. Okay, So these all are the deficiency diseases. When vitamin A will become deficient in our body, then these diseases will cause. Okay. Now here we will see in which food they are present. Okay. So vitamin A are present in many foods, but here are some main food like in fish, in the carrot, and in the cabbage they are present. Okay. Now we will discuss about this vitamin B1. So we call this vitamin B1 also thiamine. What we call thiamine. Okay. Now this vitamin B1 help us to keep our muscles healthy and our nerves healthy. Okay. Now due to the deficiency of this vitamin B1, beriberi disease will cause. What will cause? Beriberi disease will cause. Okay. Now what is this beriberi disease? What will happen this beriberi disease? Your muscles will become weak and you will have very less energy to do any type of work. Okay. In this beriberi disease, your muscles will become weak. Okay. And the person will have very less energy to do any type of work. Now students, in which type of food we can get the vitamin B1? From the all grains and from the potatoes. Okay, from the all grains like rice, wheat, and from the potatoes we can get the vitamin B1. Now let's look at the vitamin B2. This vitamin B2 we also call it riboflavin. What we call riboflavin. Okay, and what is the role of vitamin B2 in our body? They keep our skin healthy, mouth healthy, and the eyes also healthy. Okay, so due to the deficiency of this vitamin B2, what will happen? Some skin disorder will happen there. It means that your skin will become dry and you will get skin infection easily. Okay, so this vitamin B2 is present in the yeast. Yeast is a type of fungus, and in the dairy product like in the milk product they are present in the cheese, butter, ghee. Okay. Now students, we will discuss about this vitamin C. This is very important. Now students, we will discuss the vitamin C here. What is the role of vitamin C in our body? Vitamin C keep our skin, bones and teeth healthy. Okay, and due to the deficiency of vitamin C, one disease will cause here. That disease is the scurvy. So what happened in the scurvy disease? In the scurvy disease, our gums start bleeding easily. If we will not take the vitamin C for a long time, then our gums in which the teeth is present there, they will start to bleed easily. Okay, they start bleeding easily, and if we will get any type of cut or wounds in our body, then it will take long time to heal that cut and the wounds. Okay, so where this vitamin C is present in all type of citrus fruits like the lemon, amla. Okay, these vitamin C are present there. Okay, now we will discuss the vitamin D. This vitamin D help in absorption of calcium in the bones and the teeth. Vitamin C helps in the absorption of calcium in our bones and in our teeth. Now due to the deficiency of this vitamin D, what disease will cause? Rickets will cause. In the ricket disease, our bones will become very soft and that bones will become bent. Okay, and because of that we will get many type of problems. So this vitamin D students, this is also called the sunshine vitamin. Okay, this vitamin D we can get from the egg and butter, but our skin also can prepare this vitamin with the help of sunlight. Okay, that is why this vitamin is called the sunshine vitamins. So this is all about the vitamin A, B1, B2, C and D. Okay, and you all have to read this from your book also and from other sources also. And in your homework you have to make this chart from your book. This is the table 2.3. Okay, and this table you have to make in your homework copy. This is the homework for the day. Now students, I will show you here in the figure 2.14, child suffering from rickets is given here. You can see the bones are soft and bent. Okay. So thank you. Tomorrow we will study about the minerals and the water.